Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jewel Tolentino here. All right, so we are live. I haven't done a live in a while since we were on our Europe trip. Let me just make sure that everything is aligned okay. I'm just going to move the camera this way. And if you haven't seen already, this is the Facebook Marketplace Challenge episode number 3. So usually I've been putting these videos out on Mondays, and I thought, actually this was Auret's idea. I was going to do a recorded video, but she had suggested to do a live update episode on what's been going on with my Facebook Marketplace deals and sales. So feel free to ask me any questions. I have the chat box open here. Let me know where you're watching from and if you can hear me okay. So today is Monday here in Vancouver, and I will be right after this. You can see I'm wearing this tank top. Right after this, I'm doing a personal training workout class. So that's going to be fun. And today is episode 3. So if you've been following my updates, and if you don't know what it is, basically I'm doing this Facebook Marketplace selling Christmas challenge. I just made it up myself, mainly for me to keep myself accountable. And I thought, hey, might as well film this and put it out there. And if anyone wants to join me, they can, because this is the best time of the year to sell on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, Amazon, anywhere e-commerce. This is the best time because it's Christmas season. It's Q4. People are buying stuff, gifts, that kind of thing. Cool. We've got people from, we've got someone from Greece. I don't know, DJ Souls from Greece, and Roland watching from Ontario. Hey, Roland. Roland is also participating in the Facebook Marketplace Selling Challenge, and he's already made a bunch of sales. So that's really awesome to hear. So here are, okay, so last week, wait, let me just back up here. So the Facebook Marketplace Challenge is basically I'm creating a game where I'm selling as much as I can on Facebook Marketplace, and I've made it into a game for myself. So I actually chart down everything and I write down my sales. I have a thing of all my inventory. And for me, I enjoy selling on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist. I've enjoyed it for many years. That's one of the first places that I got started was on Craigslist. So when Facebook Marketplace came out, which I started getting onto earlier this year, I actually like it better than Craigslist because it's a lot more fast-paced. There are pros and cons. It's much more fast-paced, and you can get the deal done faster, in my opinion, on Craigslist. And there's a little bit more of a trust factor because you are using your Facebook profile, both as the seller and buyer, so you can actually see people. Whereas on Craigslist, it was like a mystery until you actually saw the person. When I was doing Craigslist deals, I would actually put my email signature of my Facebook profile so people could actually see me, so that they would feel more comfortable knowing who I was, so that they would want to buy from me. So I have my little updates here. Let me know if you guys are selling on Facebook Marketplace as well and how it's going for you. I'd love to hear your guys' progress as well. So I have my little chart here of my notes. So this past week, I did five sales so far. And various items. I like to work in the sales within my schedule. So I'm always out and about. Auret and I are constantly going from different cities. We have different appointments. We're meeting different people, going to different events. So I'm not always in one city. And if you're here in Vancouver, you typically move from at least 2 cities. You don't typically stay in one city. So we're moving usually 2 to 3 cities, sometimes even 4 cities in a day. So it really depends on the schedule. And lately, since we've been back from our trip, it's just been go, go, go. So like I said, last week, we had these meetings and stuff. So I try to schedule them wherever I'm going to be. So if I'm going to be in this city called White Rock for the day, I'm going to, like, if someone's in that area and I'm going over there anyways, I'm going to schedule that in. Let me just move this camera here, this angle. Roland, so sold 3 items, but need to meet with people to do the exchange. That's awesome. If you guys haven't sold on Facebook Marketplace, I highly recommend getting into it. It's not a very hard learning curve to begin with, and you can actually make some really good money. So I've done 5 sales this past week, and since the challenge started, which was on the 25th of November, or between the 20th and 25th of November, I started this challenge about a month before Christmas, just to give myself like, 30 days, like what could I do in 30 days? So I've done 7 total sales so far in the challenge. I admit it's not where I want it to be. I want that number to be higher. And I've done about $200 profit so far. That's in profit. After, what I spent to buy the items, get the items. Some items I get for free from people. Some people just give me stuff because they know that I like to sell items. Arit's mom actually gives me a lot of items for free to sell, just because she knows that I enjoy doing this so much. I've got one sale scheduled today after this call. So right after this, I'm actually heading into downtown, and I've got another sale just before I go into my workout. And then I have 4 more scheduled later this week throughout the week. So like possibly Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. I have more of those scheduled. And again, they're very specific because I make sure it works into my schedule. And I make sure that I meet in a place that is part of the moving schedule that I'm doing. So right now, I'm going to my workout, and I scheduled a meetup to do an exchange like close to where I work out, so that it works out that way. And it's actually like 15 minutes before I work out. And then, it's just everything just slides easily into place. So I'm still doing the same thing as in the listings and gathering items. So I'm still gathering items as I see fit when I'm out and about, either in stores like Canadian Tire, Walmart. Where else have I been getting stuff? Superstore, although be careful of Superstore. They don't really do discounts. They don't really do very good discounts. They make it seem like they do, but then you'll check somewhere else and you'll see it's like way cheaper on other locations. So be careful of Superstore. If you have points with PC Optimum, then use those. But otherwise, their deals aren't very good. Walmart's better. London Drugs has good sales as well if you guys have London Drugs in your area. I think it's only in BC maybe. But I'm still doing the same thing of gathering items, taking pictures, and listing. So that's kind of like my 3-step process. Is I gather the items from wherever, take the pictures. I just use my cell phone to take pictures. Make sure you actually try when you take pictures. A lot of people don't it baffles me that everyone has basically like a smartphone and the pictures are still bad. It's not that hard to get good pictures. Make sure you have good lighting, you're angling things. I like to use portrait mode a lot on my iPhone because the portrait mode, it focuses the item. You'll need to be a little bit close on the item, and it kind of blurs the background, so it gives this like professional look. And all it is just the portrait mode. And you'll notice a difference when you do the portrait mode versus the regular photo mode. So try that out on products. Sometimes it doesn't work because the item's too big and you can't do the portrait mode, but most of the time the photos that I do use for my listings on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace are with portrait mode. And I'm doing 3 to 5 listings a day, both on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. Now that it is December 2nd, I need to really ramp that up because it's the countdown. It's a real countdown now. It's December, and December 25th is Christmas. And in the past, I have done deals on Christmas Eve, December 24th. I remember a while ago, I had like an old Tamagotchi, or maybe it wasn't Tamagotchi, but like a brand below it. And I just randomly found it in my room that I had for many years. And this father was buying it for their kid. And he was like, can you meet Christmas Eve? And luckily it was like in the area that I was in. He drove out from wherever. And he was so thankful that he could get this like Tamagotchi type thing. It was just a little, keychain digital pet thing. Now we probably have an app for that, but it was like all the rage back then. Let's see here. Roland, I made a photo box for smaller items. There's a YouTube video on how to make one. Yeah, I used to have like a pop-up photo box as well. I got it for like a cheap online, and then it's like a white box, and then you have like lights as well. We also have like umbrella lights and ring lights. We have a lot of good lighting here, so I do play around with those as well. And also, like I said, using those features on your phone will make the photos look better. Try different angles. I usually upload at least 3 photos with different angles. Depending on what it is, there's going to be more photos. The more photos, the better. I try not to just do one photo. I try to put as many so that there's no question from the buyer. Is this item legit? Is it like, I don't want there to be any like, oh, I thought it was going to be this. I want the person to come and be like, that's exactly what I saw. That's exactly what I'm buying, so that they're not hesitant when they purchase it. And oh yeah, like I said that part already about working it into your schedule. Now this depends. There are people who don't travel around, who don't move around, and you guys can just do deals wherever. Obviously, when you're doing deals, make sure that you're doing it in a safe manner. So I'm always meeting in a public place. They are 99.9% done in the daytime. And if they are like in evening, because it gets darker now that it's winter here, I will go to like a coffee shop, like somewhere public where there's other people. Meeting at the mall, coffee shops, in front of grocery stores, in plazas, like shopping plazas. Yeah, just make sure that you're in front of public places. And if I am going alone, I always tell someone, hey, I'm going to go do this deal with so-and-so. If you need to find the information, it's in my Facebook chat. Like, just always make sure that you're safe about it. So that is my current update with the Facebook Marketplace episode 3 and what's going on with me. How are you guys doing? Are you guys making any sales? Is it like, are you guys killing it? What is working for you guys? At the very end of all this, I'm going to be doing a full recap and everything, and do like a detailed deep dive. Right now, these are just kind of like update videos, but I will be doing like a full thing at the end when I have calculated all of the totals. So yeah, just wanted to do a quick live for you guys. Like I said, I do need to meet up with another lady to do a deal, and then I have those 4 other ones scheduled later for this week. Oh, another thing that I forgot to mention is that on my Facebook listings, I do boosted listings, meaning I do run ads on the listings, and I only do them on the products that have a good amount of profit. So if an item has like $10 profit, likely I'm not going to run ads on that, because then that's just like eats into your profit. But if the item has at least $30, 30 to 50 minimum profit, then I will run a $5 ad on the listing, and it's about $1 something per day, and the listing gets shown to at least a couple hundred people, sometimes more. And I don't a lot of the times like the 5 days will run out, so like $1 per day, and I didn't go through the whole budget. So I didn't spend the full $5 a lot of the times because I've already sold the item. And I only run the ads after the first day of the item being up. So I'll create the listing on Facebook Marketplace, and the item will go live. And if after at least 24 hours, I don't get any bites from people, I don't get a lot of messages, then on the second or third day, I will start the ads. And usually after that, then I usually get someone, and then I end up selling the item. So I have been testing that out, and I do actually like it. It's really cheap, like $1 a day, for it to be shown to hundreds more people here in Vancouver. And it definitely increases the likelihood of sale on your item. So that is the update for me. That is episode 3 of the Facebook Marketplace Christmas Challenge. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know how you guys are doing, and I look forward to next week after I do more of these sales and give you guys episode 4, an update on episode 4. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video, and have a great week.